In an hour, it's the spring equinox.
In 1 hour?
Yeah, in 1 hour.
Oh, hey, we're live.
Oh, we're live. All right.
And the mic just falls on us.
You know, we always have to start hilarious, right? You can't.
Hopefully that stays. Hello, everybody.
Happy Ostara. Today's the day.
The spring equinox. Well, actually, the spring equinox is like 3 days, right?
Equinox of spring.
Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Am I right?
I believe I saw on Facebook a picture from the news, from the weather station, that it was at like 5:43 or something is officially spring.
Oh, nice.
So if I don't see a tulip blooming at 5:43, I'm going to be extremely upset. There better be flowers when I get home in my yard, blooming, trees, animals.
It is a beautiful day, though.
Actually,
it does feel like spring today, and it's going to
be
be in the 50s the rest of the week, I think.
Thank God. I cannot.
I need a warm day.
I don't know if any of you have watched the streams before. Hello,
Hi,
Ashley. You will know that I just hate the cold so much.
He hates it. I hate it too.
It just hurts.
Yeah, there's nothing fun about it. The only thing that's fun about it is when you are cozied up next to a fireplace.
And even then,
but you're warm.
To put effort into being comfortable, come on. In summer, you can just go outside. Of course, you gotta put clothes on. But you can go outside. Thank you, Ashley. Exactly. You can just go outside and you're like, wow, it's great. You go outside now, shivering, muscles, it's cold, and you're just trying to get to the car, and you're like, oh, you gotta start the car.
I don't know if you can relate, but girls can definitely relate. Goosebumps, okay? I'm
goosebumps?
just always, yes, goosebumps. I always have them. I'm trying to shave my legs in the winter time is just awful. Just because I'm so cold.
I'll be honest, I don't shave my legs, but I do hate goosebumps.
I just get lots of cut. It's just not fun. It's not fun.
So happy
Summer is great for that.
Let's celebrate the end of another terrible 6 months of cold.
We didn't even have good snowstorms.
And honestly, not to offend anyone, I'll be honest, but whoever says they really enjoy winter, you're just lying to yourself. We all know. You're telling me that
Ashley knows what's up.
You're telling me that you love going outside and it hurting. It's just pain. My muscles contract. They're just shivers.
I feel like if you're into winter sports, it's great, but if you're not, then there's really...
I tried skiing. This has nothing to do with crystals. I tried skiing once.
Did you wipe out?
No, I actually never fell.
Oh.
I never fell.
Wow.
And I was only on the bunny hill. But okay. I never fell. Hello, Catherine. Never fell. Hello, Nick. Hello, Susan. Hello, everyone that's here. I stayed on the bunny hill, and the person at the time that was teaching me, she was like, oh, you just glide like this. And by the time I looked up, she was 30 feet that way. And I'm like, sick. Yeah, cool. Yeah, let me just do that. So I'm trying to glide. She's like, yeah, see, you're doing it. I'm gliding in place. I'm doing this. I felt like I was on a treadmill. And I'm just like, what? This is awful. And then I finally somehow got to the weird elevator thing. Not elevator. What is it? The belt. A belt that brings you
back up the hill.
That brings you back to the bunny hill. I get on that thing and I'm just like, whoa, because it's just shaking. And then there's people in front of you. Some dude wiped out in the front, and I'm like, you're slowly watching yourself about to wipe out. Honestly, Nick, I'm about it because skiing sucked.
You guys can go. I am not snowboarding. I snowboarded once and I wiped out. I longboarded once, wiped out. I can't.
Damn.
I don't know why.
You know what? If you just wipe out 6 times, you know what they say. You'll probably wipe out again. So, when I was on the belt and the person wiped out in front of me, it was slow motion, me seeing myself about to wipe out because it's just people piling on each other. But luckily, by the time I got there, they got everyone out. There was one moment where I went down the hill and I was gliding, and I was completely okay. And I was just looking around, and I was like, so this is what people like. Because you're just seeing the world fly by you, and then when the cold hit my face, it actually didn't hurt because I was feeling happy about it.
Wow.
And I'm like, oh man, maybe I should just be positive when I go outside in the winter. But I refuse because it's cold. Happy spring equinox, everyone.
Thank you, Ashley.
We should probably talk about spiritual things.
Yeah, actually, I want to ask, how was your Ostera? I was supposed to go with Andrew, but I was sick and he wouldn't allow me to go with him.
Wouldn't allow you to go? I don't want strep. I think that's pretty reasonable. You know, like if you have the option to not catch strep throat, you take it. And if you don't take it, well, you kind of deserve strep throat. So that's how it just seems pretty.
Anyways,
pretty
I'm better now.
Yeah, she's better. I hope to not get strep throat.
Oh, thank you, Ashley. Yeah, I'm still a little sick, but
everyone's gonna be like, "Wow, Andrew's terrible." It's like not catching strep throat.
But that's okay because actually it's kind of cool because you went to your Ostara celebration this past weekend and I'm actually going to one next weekend with a whole different
group.
With a whole different group of people.
I was gonna say if it's the same group it'd be interesting.
Yeah, so I want to
Andrew's out.
I want to hear about yours a little bit so then I can talk about mine next week and we can see like the differences between the two.
Not sponsored, but Arizona iced tea, 99 cents always. Except for Cumberland Farms somehow. I don't get it. So, Ostara was really nice. The group of people I was with, amazing people. Absolutely. I'm not going to name names because I didn't talk to them before talking about this, so I'm not going to name names for privacy's sake. But the group of people I was with couldn't have been better.
That's awesome.
Like, honestly, no, like, truly. I keep forgetting to look at the camera. I look at the TV and I'm just like,
you're going to say that every single time. I know it. I already know it.
So, a group of people I was with, absolutely amazing. Essentially, without saying everything that we did, because again, for privacy's sake, we set intentions. We talked about basically the reason why we're there. There was some drumming involved. I know I'm being very like cryptic and kind of beat around the bush with it, but you know, for privacy's sake, I didn't talk to them before coming to the stream here. So it was very, very good. And then we talked about the deities we work with, and we just celebrated the biggest thing was celebrating the new life, celebrating new intentions, celebrating but talking about the old too. You can't celebrate the new without remembering the old. That's the reason. So, because you just might keep celebrating the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, you won't even know. Maybe that's how I purchased. So, hello, Sheena.
Nice.
So that Ostara was very good. Oh, and then we had a potluck after, so I was happy.
Oh, that's a similarity. We're gonna have a potluck too.
Wait, what?
We're gonna have a potluck too.
Oh, really?
Very excited for it.
I brought fruit salad. Yummy, yummy.
That's what was in my head.
That's what everyone's head should go to when they hear fruit salad. Yummy, yummy. You know? So I whipped up the fruit salad in like 15 minutes. I have never cut fruit faster in my life because I had like negative time to get to the place. So I was it's funny, I was like chopping up the like mango and I'm just like like trying to go super quick, and I've never cut a watermelon before in my life, and I was just like quickly, I'm like, all right, this looks like cubes, like all right, sick.
Yeah.
But it all worked out. They were like, someone said though the fruit salad was really good. I'm like, dude, I make it all the time. It's like, there's my like 50th fruit salad, man.
Nice.
So Star was great. Star was great.
I'm glad to hear that.
Star was really good.
If anyone else is celebrating, let us know.
Yeah, if you're celebrating today, if you had celebrated, if you are not celebrating, let us know too, because then we know who you are.
Totally fine if you don't. Totally fine.
Yeah. It's cool. No, I'm joking. Yeah, of course it's fine if you don't celebrate Ostara. It's perfectly okay.
So I am going to let you guys know if you comment anything during this live stream, even if it's just hi or a letter, then we are going to enter your name into a drawing to get
this box.
This box. It's empty. There is nothing in it.
Yes, Armin.
I'm
Yes.
just kidding.
Yes, my fruit salad is bomb. I have been making it for 37 years.
How old are you?
I'm 37 and a half.
Yeah, okay. All right. Okay, so Tom is showing the wheel right now. Was that just on the screen?
Was the wheel on the screen?
So people can see it? Okay, awesome. Yeah, so your name will be entered into this wheel if you comment And this is what you will be winning. So if you saw our post earlier, we're going to be talking about chakras today and balancing them or awakening them.
What's so funny?
You're laughing, so I'm just laughing.
It's just my face. I'm just smiling. Like,
But
my face is so funny.
So this is a really nice chakra set. It's really good for meditating with. If you're a Reiki practitioner, you can use these during your practice.
Oh, God. I'm sorry. No, I just saw what Armin commented at.
So each stone has a flat side. So it's perfect if you're going to just like place it,
Also, you can use it as a worry stone too. So like on the back of that, you can kind of like
if you're working on a specific chakra one day.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. So if you comment, you will be entered into the contest to win this.
That reminds me, I wanted to talk about color coding today too.
And it comes in this cute box too.
Actually, you really just win the box. We actually keep the stones. I'm joking. Sorry, I'm making too many jokes. I'm making too many jokes right out the gate. I'm going to be unfunny later. I can't use up all my funny juice right now.
He's been funny all day.
So, all right.
Kind of.
Okay. So, Megan.
So,
tell me the history on chakras.
Okay, so we are going to be talking about chakras today. So, I have been into chakras since high school, but never knew where they came from. Who came up with chakras? Who said, "Oh, we have these like energy centers in our body"? Who said that? When did they say that?
We have the answers for you today.
I didn't know any of those things. I just the chakras, like since high school, whatever. But okay, so I actually did the research and found this out. And hopefully this is all correct.
I'm sure if it's not completely correct, it's on the right path to becoming correct.
Okay, so there is this ancient text, I don't know if I'm saying it right, called Vedas. So it's like Vegas, but with a D instead of a G. So it's from India, and I think it's a bunch of different texts that were just kind of put together. And this was between 1500 and 500 BC. So it's old, and that's the first place that chakras or energy centers were mentioned. So in the Hindu religion and also in Buddhism too, there's Buddhist texts talking about chakras, energy centers. It's becoming more of a new age thing, talked about in paganism and Wiccan and shamanistic, or did I even say that right?
Absolutely.
Practices. And probably other religions and practices as well. And then I found that in the 1880s, I believe, is when it was first talked about, like the Western chakra system, so the 7 major chakras. Also, I will mention, apparently we have tons of chakras.
Yeah.
It's not just 7.
There are the 7 main ones.
Yeah, those are just the main
on
ones.
Your energy system along your spine. But yeah, there's like...
We have chakras everywhere, and we have chakras above us.
I think there was something like, if it's not hundreds, it's like in the hundreds of chakras. And I think that's what they use for acupuncture too.
Probably.
Or like when they talk about like spiritual... yes, Kai, that's almost as old as Andrew's fruit salad. Yeah, dude, if the fruit salad isn't the theme today, I don't know what is. Put these away. It's about fruit salad.
Oh my God.
Actually, you know what's funny? Yeah, I will talk about fruit later when it comes to the chakras and stuff too.
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, theoretically.
So.
Yeah.
Fruit's great.
Yeah, we can just rip these up.
Okay. No. Okay. All right. Oh yeah, I made a note that I felt like that's one of the first things we learned about in our shamanic class.
I see my name in these notes.
The chakras.
I actually didn't see these notes at all before coming on here, so this is a surprise to me. I'm famous. My name's in these notes. So
You're welcome.
We actually we did study shamanism. We were in the same class.
Like 5 years ago, 6 years ago.
Oh God.
Oh my God. We've known each other that long.
I know, that's too long. So, the shamanic practice that we studied focuses on very old learning. So for us, things like crystals that we learned, Because, I mean, most of our knowledge, I mean, at least, you know, mine. I shouldn't say our, because I don't know too much about your knowledge with crystals and where it came from. But most of my knowledge of crystals actually came from shamanism. But
yeah,
in that practice, we focused heavily on earth, animals, trees, you know, Father Sky, Mother Earth, the four directions, etc. So crystals and chakras were oddly enough called New Age in our learning, because we were learning something so old, so old, that even though this isn't like when you think about New Age and you think of 300 years, I mean, it's definitely not our version of New Age. I mean, I'm only 37 and a half, as stated earlier, but yeah, no, so for us it was New Age. So it's always interesting to hear different practices and what they call what and what they do with what. So, and it generally always ends up on the same lines, which is kind of cool too. So, yeah, we did do that.
Yeah.
As a long-winded explanation, yes, we did do that.
Also, in 1927, there's this guy named Charles Leadbetter.
Leadbetter?
Leadbetter.
Nah, it's probably Leadbetter. Charles W.
He wrote a book on the chakras, and he, I believe, is the first to mention the colors that correspond.
Really? He was?
The 7 chakras. Yep, that's where the colors came from. So,
Charles,
1927.
Wild.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's cool. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so
I didn't know that.
with all of this history on chakras, it is safe to believe that we at least have energy centers in our body.
And honestly, like, you can feel it. You ever be so sad that your heart hurts?
Yeah.
When people
Or
say
so
my heart
anxious
hurts.
that you feel it, like, right in your solar plexus.
Or you have some level of a vision and your head is buzzing. Or if you can't communicate well, your throat might even be sore, which might be the reason why you can't communicate well. Let's be honest.
Maybe that's why I had
It's entirely
strep.
possible.
I'm on antibiotics. I'm fine.
Or, you know, or everything of the sort. So, again, as always, we can't make medical claims, but this isn't really a medical claim. This is correlation. A claim would be something very different. So, what I'll say is that when you do have an imbalance in one of your chakras, you don't, and there's multiple ways of pronouncing chakra. So I always just knew it as chakra, so that's how I say it. But I know there's multiple ways of pronouncing it. And different, like, dialects, etc. So you do feel it in that area.
Yeah.
So
no, that is so
know.
true. It is
and
true.
regardless of the imbalance, like, let's say I'm slurring my words and I usually don't. Mercury's probably in retrograde and I'm a Gemini. But besides that, I can tell it's an imbalance. So, yeah.
Also, I just want to say, I swear I knew about chakras before I actually knew about chakras. Because when I was a kid, I was super crafty. And I remember, crafty. I remember one time, like, taking 7 pieces of different colored paper and taping them in rainbow order with red on the bottom and purple on the top. And then I, like, I literally printed out different symbols on the internet, or, like, cool shapes that were that color, and cut them out and taped them onto the 7 different colored papers and hung it up on my wall. And then I remember finding it, like, years later when I actually knew about chakras, and I'm like, oh my god, I literally just made a chakra chart when I was a kid without even knowing it.
What I love
thought it was pretty cool.
What I love about that story of yours so much is that it just perfectly describes what spirituality is in a nutshell, right? Where there was a time where no human knew what any of this was. True. And we had to figure it out. Like, it wasn't just like we appeared on Earth and all of a sudden in a rock it was like, hey, here's this, here's that, go have fun. It's like, no. Like, you gruesome. Ugh, no. What is it? What is it? It's it's a G word. I can't.
I don't know.
Basically, like, it's tiresome amounts of work. Where, not gruesome. It's tiresome amounts of, well, I can't really speak for the past, but tiresome amounts of work to be able to figure out even just a quarter of what we talk about on these streams. And to see how far we come is really beautiful too, as far as the knowledge goes, but also grueling. Thank you. Yes. You know, see, maybe my throat chakra's off because I can't remember anything. So Thank you, Armin. Thank you. So, so grueling amounts of work, and now it's just essentially at our fingertips, especially with technology and social media, etc. So, yeah, see, John, I knew about Star Seeds when I was like 7.
Oh, wow.
Because that's... Sheena. So yes, the time may correlate with certain things, may or may not. But yes, so just hearing that story, it just encompasses what that is, because you can tell a lot of people, it's okay if because a lot of people will have those experiences and feel slightly egotistical about it, and it's like, no, you don't have to, because a human a long time ago figured that out just that way. So very interesting. Very interesting. I'm gonna stop talking too much.
Okay. Well, I don't know if I've mentioned this before on a live stream. The ping pong thing.
No, I'm joking.
The ping pong thing. The ping pong ball that had the 2 metal things. It was like a circuit kind of thing. No, okay, I'll mention it again. Okay, so just another example showing that we have energy that flow throughout our bodies.
Sheena, I agree.
I actually learned this in massage school. My other job, I'm a massage therapist. But anyway, like those little like circuit boards or something with a little light, and then you touch 2 wires together and then the light turns on? Mm-hmm. Okay, so it was kind of just like that. It was like this little ping pong looking ball, and it had these 2 like metal prongs on it. And so if you touch one side and touch the other side, it lights up. There's a little light inside and it lights up. Okay, so if you only touch one side, it won't light up. And then let's say I'm touching one side and you touch one side.
It explodes.
It still won't light up. Oh my God, shut up. It still won't light up. But then if I take my other hand and I touch Andrew, then it will light up. So we even did it. My whole class stood in a big circle and we all held hands, and then there was, 2 people that met that touched the like metal prongs on the ball, and it lit up. And if anybody let go of someone's hand, it would stop. And it shows how the energy transferred through everybody.
I would be curious.
It was really cool.
To measure the, I don't even know what it would be, but to measure the amount of energy. I don't know what word, because whether it's volts or wattage, etc., coming out of you into that. Sarah, the crystals will happen soon. We've just been rambling.
Get to that.
We've been rambling.
Yeah, don't worry. And we always go through the crystals one more time at the end.
Yes.
So
we do it quicker, but yes, we do go around. We do it again. Yeah. Electromagnetic frequency. Thank you, Kai. I would love to measure that while one person is just touching it, and then have a whole group of people to see if it rose the energy at all. Because then
like to make it like brighter,
or to make it brighter, or even if the light bulb doesn't have the capacity to get much brighter.
Okay.
If that energy flowing through does increase, I'm just interested, because then that goes to show when you have a group of people setting an intention, when you have a group of people doing something, sending energy, it's more powerful when you have a group.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So we talked about where chakras kind of stem from, what they are. Now we're just going to go through all of the chakras one by one.
Yep.
Okay?
Starting at the root.
Yes, starting at the root. The root of all the problems. No. Okay, so the root chakra has a true name. I'm not going to be able to say any of these.
Well, what does it say?
Muladhara?
Yeah, why not?
Muladhara?
Yeah.
Muladhara?
We may or may not say things incorrectly on this stream. Forewarned.
So this chakra is located at the base of our spine. It is associated with stability, security, and our basic needs. So sleep, food, shelter, all those things. It's associated with that. This is the chakra that keeps us grounded. A good way to know if it's out of balance is if you feel like you're not grounded, if you feel unstable, if you feel uncertain.
And more angry, because it deals with your fight or flight and frustrations as well.
Yeah. So I definitely feel that a lot. Yeah. I mean, I feel like I'm here, there, and everywhere all the time, going between like 2 different jobs and 2 different houses and going to classes and events and like forget everywhere else. I'm not a flake, just saying. It's because I have a really busy life.
That's why you need how to learn to stop time.
So, yeah, I feel not grounded a lot of the time.
Just saying, if you could stop time, then you could be everywhere at once. It's really it's not that hard.
Oh, yeah, it's not that hard to stop time.
Yeah, they do it in movies all the time, and they're people too. So,
so yeah, I definitely don't feel grounded a lot. I know my root chakra is not balanced a lot because of it, but there are things you can do to help balance your root chakra. A huge thing is just connect to nature. Just go outside, barefoot if you can, garden, go on a hike. I notice whenever I go for just even a small walk with my dog or hike with my friend, I instantly feel grounded again, stable again, secure again. So that is the easiest way to balance your root chakra. Yeah. And I think I also wrote like what other signs. Oh yeah, if you're having lower back pain or like bowel issues. Again, we're not doctors, but I know I wrote LOL. That could be another indication that your root chakra is unbalanced.
Or you ate McDonald's.
That too.
Which will also throw your root chakra out of balance.
Actually, I'm going to talk about that in the sacral chakra too.
Oh,
because
sorry.
Sacral chakra has to do with digestion.
I'm skipping ahead to the McDonald's section.
Okay, and then we are going to talk about the crystals we're going to be talking today. The 2 main ones are spirit quartz and quartz. Those help balance all of the chakras and awaken all of the chakras. But some chakras that are specific to the root chakra, red jasper, hematite, garnet.
Which is interesting because you'll see a lot of old royalty, that had to make crazy decisions that were out of anger, out of frustration, out of war. A lot of the times, their clothes, their crowns were embroidered and fitted with garnets. Oh. Which is interestingly enough, the blood red stone you see in these crowns, garnet.
Wow.
I mean, sometimes ruby too, but like a lot of the time it was garnet. Especially way back then. Garnet was more readily available. Mm-hmm. So, especially with not having like these massive tools and trucks that we have now to be able to get these crystals. But yeah, it's true. So.
That is cool. I didn't know that.
And just to let everyone know, just a quick segue for people that just came in, giveaway. If you comment on the stream, even if you say hi, even if you put a letter, a number, a full experience. So
as long as you comment.
As long as you comment, you can win this box, which is full of crystals.
Show it again.
All the chakras.
Yes, chakra stones, since we are talking about the chakras today. If you comment anything at all, you're going to be entered into the wheel. Even if you know, I have to sign off in like 10 minutes, we will message you. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Don't worry.
Sorry.
If you can't stay on the entire time, you're still going to be entered as long as you comment.
And remember, if you need to go and you haven't commented yet, just comment quick. Just even if it's something random, so your name can get in the wheel.
My nails are not painted today. I did not have time to paint them.
I didn't have time to paint mine either.
All right. Hi, Kelly. Okay, so we talked about the root chakra. Let's move on to the sacral chakra. So I am not going to be able to say this name. I'm not even going to try. You can try.
Oh, boy. I really don't. Svadhisthana. Yeah.
Wow, that was pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
Okay, cool. Okay.
I'm only going to say it once.
All right.
So if you didn't catch it, sorry.
So this chakra is located above the pelvic bone and right below the belly button. So this chakra is connected to sensuality, creativity, passion, and pleasure. This is the center of feelings and emotions. Physically, this chakra connects with the reproductive system and the lymphatic system. So if the chakra is balanced, you'll notice that you feel balanced. You have harmony in your relationships. You'll find that you're pretty easygoing with things. And you feel peace. And if it's unbalanced, you find that you're going to have a hard time expressing your emotions. You feel unstable. You find that you're getting into conflicts or arguments and have, unhealthy relationships going on. So, definitely good ways to balance the chakra is to take care of your emotions. Don't be afraid to express your emotions. Say what you need to say. If you're noticing that you're in some unhealthy relationships, kick them to the curb. Or work on them. Communicate, work on them.
Yeah, maybe that's step one. Yeah. Communicate. Let's try to work on things first. Instead of being like, going home, you know what? I listened to this stream today, and you're out. Like, woo! All right.
Yeah, totally.
But hey, if that needs to happen, that needs to happen.
It's definitely important to feel happy, stable, and secure in your relationships. And if you're not, definitely communicate. Work first. On it. Yes. If it doesn't change, then kick them to the curb.
Yeah. I mean, there might be a couple other steps in there if you use your wildest imagination, and then,
Also, this chakra has to do with creativity, so another good way to balance it is by showing your creative side.
Yeah.
Painting, making jewelry, whatever you do.
Singing in public. Like, my favorite thing to do, and obviously if you've seen enough of these streams, I'm a goof. Like, I like making myself look like an absolute idiot in public. Because, what else do I have to live for? So, no, I'm joking. Like, what else do I need to do? I enjoy life because I like to make people laugh. So, I'm in public, I'm singing. I'm in public, I'm just making a goof out of myself. And to me, that's slightly creative, too, because, making jokes, dad jokes, making jokes.
Well, you definitely do a good job. You make me laugh more than anybody.
See, it works out. So, no, even it doesn't have to be in public. That's just me being ridiculous. But if you sing, it's the easiest instrument because it's free and you can do it anytime. Paint, like you were saying.
Oh my gosh, this is really cute, but I live with my dad, and in the mornings I can hear him singing and humming downstairs.
See? And her dad's awesome. I love her dad. He is the daddiest dad in existence. You'll go to the house, really he'll be like, I made a casserole, and I'm like, it's sick.
He's so awesome.
Oh, I love it. I guess you really have to put a face to the person. Paint rocks.
True.
Paint rocks, yes.
Yeah, honestly, that's a good one.
You know what I love? Yeah, Nick. Honestly, I feel bad. I actually forgot your dad's name until I read it right there. So, actually, there was a... no, you can see these a lot of the time. People will paint rocks, put beautiful messages and whatnot on them, even just paint them in the style of bands.
Oh my gosh,
just put them places for
there's
people to
tons
see.
of trails, nature trails around. Yeah. Just leave your little rocks and make...
And then spread peace or be nice.
I actually, when I used to work with kids, we would paint rocks and put little notes on them, or little smiley faces and stuff. And there was this rock garden at this local path we used to go explore, and we would leave some and take some. Yeah, and it was oh my god, it was fun. Yeah, so a great way to express your creative side. Thank you, Sheena. And thank you, Cheryl and Kelly. Thank you. We do have some beautiful amethyst pieces up here. My apologies, I'm a little gross for a second. There's something in my eye. Do you need a tissue? Because I got some here.
Oh, no, I have to stick the tissue into my eye to figure it out.
Okay. Don't want to do that.
No, I don't know.
All right, so, and then some crystals that are good for the sacral chakra. That's great. Orange calcite, sunstone, goldstone, amber.
Pyrite. That's what I got. Unakite would be good because unakite's great for fertility, right?
Yeah, actually. That's a good one.
So.
All right. So moving on to our solar plexus.
This is my favorite one because this is the thing that every single person on the planet needs to work on.
Yeah.
Every single person. Even if you worked on it, I'm sure you got to work on it again.
I have so many problems with this chakra. because I have lots of anxiety.
I'm sorry, I'm not like laughing at like the fact that you do. It's just like chakras.
No, I really do, and I feel like a lot of people do, like you said. So this chakra is located right above our navel, our belly button, which is where I feel just anxiety all of the time, and I feel like a lot of people can relate. But I am working on it. There are crystals that help. I will tell you about those. But this chakra physically is related to our digestive system and our metabolism. So it's associated with our willpower, identity, self-esteem. If we're feeling unstable, if we're feeling insecure, if we feel like we don't have power, if we're having like an identity crisis, that is the chakra that we're going to feel that. And especially that's what makes sense if your emotions are thrown off, your digestive system's thrown off. If you're really anxious, you're either eating a shit ton or or you're not eating at all. I feel like it's kind of one way or another. Yeah, it can definitely mess with that.
A lot of your childhood traumas are stored there. You can think of it as a battery for terrible energy. Although, although it's supposed to be a battery for good energy too.
Exactly.
It's not just the bad chakra.
So it's a very powerful chakra.
It's extremely, I mean...
If it's unbalanced, it has a big effect. If it's balanced, it also has a big effect. So, it's an awful feeling if it's unbalanced. And you'll know that if you feel anxious, especially right here.
Yeah. Like if you get like really nervous and like get sick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I've been kind of experiencing that.
Oh.
So I could definitely like relate. So things to do to help balance this chakra is work on your self-confidence. Having a healthy diet can help. Making sure you're taking care of your body, giving it what it needs.
Yeah,
rest
I need to do
if
that
you
one.
need to rest.
I need to do that one. There's a reason why I brought up McDonald's earlier in the stream.
And if it is balanced, you're gonna feel powerful. You're gonna feel confident in yourself. You're gonna feel an inner sense of peace and calmness.
How are the words on the screen before you say them?
Oh, I don't know.
The words.
The words.
Feel free to...
Oh, maybe he's talking about the things that go on the top.
Oh. I mean, yeah, probably.
We have a guy for that.
Oh, yeah. You have the man
background.
behind the curtain. Not this curtain. That's a tapestry. There's a...
AKA
his
Tom.
name's Tom. Yeah, I'll say Tom. Yeah, it's Tom.
Yes, Tom is awesome.
Tom is great.
Thank
Tom
you,
is
Tom.
amazing at what he does. Let's give a round of applause for Tom, honestly.
Tom does a great job. All right, so solar plexus, some crystals that help with the solar plexus: golden feldspar, topaz, citrine.
Ooh, topaz?
Yeah, imported
yeah.
topaz. And then, I don't know if you know of any other ones.
For the solar plexus, I know pyrite is good too. Did you say pyrite?
No.
No, you didn't.
No.
So, I'm sorry. I was reading the comments as you were talking too, so like I kind of zoned out for a second. Yeah, pyrite is good. I like to personally use natural citrine because, it's, not heat treated. Natural citrine is very good, which you already said. Or you said citrine, so. Yeah, honestly, any stone, and we can talk about color coding, any stone that is like yellowy orange, carnelian will actually work well with this, but carnelian has a wide range.
Yeah.
It goes from like so bright yellow that it almost looks like it's like almost white, all the way to the deepest red. And it's great, like blood red.
So it kind of helps with the lower chakras.
Yeah.
Hey, Bethany.
Oh, what's up, Bethany?
All right, so actually I'm going to let you take over and talk about the last 4 chakras.
Yes.
And then we'll get into the crystals afterwards.
Now, does iron stained... Yes, it does. So that would be... So essentially, like, you'll see it in the market as golden healer quartz, but it is like, the iron and even like hematoid
that makes
quartz
a
could
lot
work.
of sense.
Do you use it a lot?
Well, no, I have lots of iron in my water at home.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I feel like it's changed the color of my crystals.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I know, it's bad.
Iron deposits.
I have a filtered shower head, though.
I hope so. It's like coming out smelling like pennies.
Hi, Meg. Where is your massage? I work at a spa in Bolton called Essential Therapies Day Spa. It's very beautiful.
I've never been.
So I'm an esthetician and a massage therapist there, in case you want a book.
All right. So after the solar plexus, you know what comes next?
What comes next?
The heart.
Oh, I was going to let them answer.
I didn't say anything.
Okay. Anyways, okay. Talk about the heart.
The heart chakra, aka in Sanskrit known as anahata. And anahata means unhurt, unstruck, and unbeaten, which makes sense because your heart chakra is your heart, right? Now, let me take a quick sip so I can continue talking.
Okay, I'm gonna eat my gummy worm thing.
But as you just heard from Megan, the emotions that we keep in there in the solar plexus as a battery, we always think that we keep them in our heart, but it's not true. The solar plexus deals with those emotions. The solar plexus is where we keep them. The heart is merely a hallway and a filter. It's actually amazing, but it's extremely powerful. So when I say merely a hallway, hey Hillary, so it's, you can think of it like this. This is like one of my favorite analogies, is that your solar plexus is like a room, right? Full of emotion. And the emotions are trying to get out of the house, right? So they have to go to the hallway and get to the door. Okay? Now, the solar plexus is the room, the hallway is your heart, and then the door is your throat chakra.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
So, and you know, it's a doorway, so, you know, people just keep talking, you know, that, you know, people just keep talking. It's a door, open, close, open, close, open, close. So, that's how our emotions are portrayed. And if you think about it, anytime a human is talking, like I'm doing it right now, I'm like, anytime a human is talking, we're using our hands, we're flailing them in the air, we're talking, we're using tone, we're doing, you know, we're doing something with our emotions. So, the heart chakra is also associated with unconditional love and compassion and joy. So I must have a really tough time. No, I'm joking. It is a source of profound truths and understandings that are hard to convey in mere words, which is why sometimes you'll feel something and then you'll have to just tell someone, yeah, you just got to do it. Like, you just got to understand it. And it's really hard for us to, it's sometimes hard for us to convey our emotions, especially in a very nice, articulated fashion. Why do you think that is? Megan. No, I'm joking. Why do you think that is?
What do I think?
It's hard to convey our emotions sometimes. No, it's okay.
Lots of reasons. Lots of reasons. I can't come up with just one thing.
It's hard because of...
Because our heart chakra is unbalanced.
Or it could be
we don't understand them. That's a good one.
Yes, exactly. And it's...
We don't know how to express them.
Exactly. Look, basically how hard it is for me to speak right now. It's...
I have a hard time with that too sometimes.
It's something that means so much to us that we want to convey so perfectly to the next person that sometimes we have to realize as well that it's not going to be perfect. And I think subconsciously, sometimes some people will want to convey their emotions so perfectly so they only have to do it once. Or they only have to do it a significant amount of times, like 2 or 3. Like, we don't want to do it over and over and over. But we do forget that everyone feels and expresses and cares differently. That's a big one. The care we have for each other, whether you're in a relationship with someone that's loving, like a significant other, whether it's a parent to a child, whether it's a friend, whether it's a cousin, it doesn't matter. The level of care you put into someone, they most likely send back that level of care too. But it's hard to recognize because they're not showing it the exact same fashion that you are.
Wow, I could totally relate to that.
It's a lot of things, you know, it's a lot of things. And
And everyone expresses their emotions differently.
Exactly.
Especially women and men too. In general,
and
we
you know, and
express
like
our emotions differently.
When we like me personally, damn, no, it's like Nick. Ooh, wait a minute. We have a big comment here. I'm going to put pause on that for a second.
Read it.
For other parts of our body, when you feel pain or discomfort in a part of your body, if you go deep into that discomfort place and you use a crystal and breathing to clear it out, it's the best way to let. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
That's like a good meditation.
I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to try that.
Thank you, Christina. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. So, oh crap, where was I?
We were talking about expressing emotions.
Yes, so the different types of care, the different types of love. Obviously, another giant comment. Hold on a second. All right, everyone is sharing their experiences. So, give me 1 second. There's going to be a little bit of quiet time as I read this comment. I think we all can read the comment during this quiet time. I just lost my aunt and had a revelation this weekend that when I was little, I would fly off the handle, as my family calls it, because I'm an empath.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't know how to express myself to them to get, yes. But now that I'm older and understand myself, it'd be like a well, this weekend, yeah.
Yep.
You know, honestly, interestingly enough about empaths and like, when I had to learn how to work with what, like I couldn't be in large crowds. I used to not be able to be in large crowds. I used to not be able to speak to too many people in a day. There are ways to put up a slight wall, almost a veil instead of a wall, to where you're only letting certain things pass through, like a filter. Think of it like a coffee filter. You know, you want the coffee, you don't want the bean. No one wants to be drinking sludge. We want to drink the beautiful energy that is coffee, not the sludge. So you can think of it like that. There is a way to put that up.
Yeah.
Now,
empathy, it's a gift to feel empathy, but it's also a curse because it makes you a very emotional person. I was just having this conversation the other day.
The only reason why it feels like a curse is because of what society has done to us.
And you haven't learned how to filter it.
But also, people and society has shamed people in the past and still today for feeling too much. Mm-hmm. What the hell does that mean?
Crying too much.
Like, what does crying too much mean? I enjoy a bean smoothie.
Nice.
It better be vanilla bean. So, people have shamed each other even for feeling too much. And when someone told me I felt too much, I looked at them and I was like, well, that sucks for you because you clearly don't feel. And they got really upset with me. But you know, like that's the thing, is that like for someone to say to another person, you feel too much, it's incredibly insulting. It's because how you can't tell a person how much they feel. They feel differently than you.
Yeah, exactly.
They feel differently than you. So
and it's okay if you don't feel as much too.
Yeah, it's okay if you don't feel as much either. Believe me.
You know.
Sometimes I wish I felt less because you know, it'd be a little easier. But the point is that you don't. So you can create that veil. Now, there's different types of love as well that we should not confuse. And we should always be in recognition of. Something I will say, and of course, you're not going to mix up the love for your child as you do the love for your partner. Obviously, you're not going to mix up the love for a friend as you do for a partner. Obviously, you're not going to mix up the love for a child as you do for a friend, or a family member as you do as a friend, or family as a child, like older family as child. There's so many types of love. Look at my hands. It's crazy. Look at this. It's unbelievable how many loves there are. And that's as many cares as there are too. Different types of caring. So, yes. Now, that's the heart chakra.
All right.
Now that I did my gym workout for the day.
Now on to the throat.
The throat chakra, something I'm extremely good at because I never shut up. So, oh, wait a minute. Let's look at some of the comments first.
Yes. First of all, speaking of love, I love you, Lynette. Thank you.
Lynette commented?
Yes, she said that we're looking beautiful on this wonderful
thank you,
spring
Lynette.
day.
Sorry, I completely missed the comment. Sarah, my mother used that, my sensitivity, to taunt me with. To taunt you?
Oh,
geez, I'm sorry, Sarah.
I can also relate.
Yeah. You know, I cannot judge because I don't know the whole story and things like that, but I'm sorry that happened to you. Regardless of anything else that could be occurring, etc. I am sorry.
The waving is a rave. Oh, there's a lag on the video.
Oh no, there is a lag.
Stinks.
Oh well, that's fine. That's fine. You'll hear. Believe me, you'll hear it eventually. So, throat chakra, also known as the Vishuddha in Sanskrit. This chakra is the communication hub. Okay, the throat chakra. So it is the base of your throat, and the associated gland is the thymus. So that's interesting. The thymus actually looks like almost like a ribbon right here over your larynx. So that's
I'm definitely interested in learning about this throat chakra right now because I've had strep the past week. So
yeah, strep. I don't want to catch it.
Like what's going on?
So the biggest thing I want to talk about, so the throat chakra is actually pretty obvious when it comes to certain things. But there's one big thing I wanted to talk about, which is the dangers of the throat chakra. The dangers. No, but the dangers of the throat chakra is being able to manipulate people with your words. Being able to hurt someone with your words.
Words hold a lot of power.
Which is sadly incredibly easier than saying something nice nowadays for some reason.
Yeah, honestly, I could receive 20 compliments, and if one person says something negative, that is what I feel like is going to really impact me.
Yeah, and you know, but there is an important thing to always remember, and I was telling one of my friends this the other day. I was telling him, the people that are annoying you now that you're talking about are not in this room, correct? And he said yes. So then I told him, they're not even thinking about you. But you're thinking about them and it's stressing you out. Which means if you want to think of it as winning or losing, which is the best analogy I can get right now, they're winning and you're losing. Don't let them win with that terrible comment.
Yes.
Don't let them win, because if you let someone win with their throat chakra, they're going to continue and continue and continue, because it's like feeding fuel to a fire.
Yeah.
So it's like when we were kids, when we were told, oh, if a bully's bullying you, just ignore him. That's their like superpower juice, you know? They feed off of that. And, you know, they themselves are hurting, probably in their solar plexus. So we would have to go back a few.
Yeah.
But you know, they themselves are hurting too. So it's important to remember that. So when someone tosses negative words to you, just
it's
toss
most likely
positive back.
because negative words were tossed to them.
Exactly.
And negative words were tossed to the person who tossed the negative words to them.
You know, it's interesting. When I was younger and I started to figure this out, there was one day someone was like essentially berating me. And I looked at them and I said, you don't have to feel this way. You don't have to know this, like this side of you. I mean, it's important to know it, but you don't have to act upon it. You don't, I understand possibly things happen in the past, and I was going on. And the person just stopped and walked away. Then a few days later, I got a message online from the person, and they had said, no one ever spoke to me like that. And it's very, like they went on themselves, but they apologized for what they had said. But I didn't even care about the apology. I didn't need it, because I knew what they were saying was essentially ghost words. They didn't mean what they were saying. Now, if you mean what you're saying, there's another problem. But like, I knew they didn't mean it.
I also want to read this comment that Christina said, is that our words can also create our reality. So if you're saying negative things, yes, to yourself, if you're looking in the mirror every day and being like, oh, I hate this, I hate that, I hate this, I'm ugly, nobody likes me, blah, blah, blah. It is going to create your reality, and that's how you're going to feel. So powerful words are powerful. Positive words are powerful. That's what I wanted to say. So even if you don't believe it yet, when you're looking in the mirror every day, say positive things about yourself or about your life.
That is a battle I've had to go through many a time. So I understand it. I understand the feeling too. Now, also, you will know your throat chakra's in balance if you're living in your purest. You don't need to tell white lies. You don't need to tell big lies. You don't need to
lie.
Yeah, you don't need to lie.
The only thing you need to lie about is if you're planning a surprise party for somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually never planned a surprise party in my life. So
I just planned one for my friend not too long ago. So
you're going to give it away. What if they're watching
No,
this?
they already had it. They already had it.
See, we're good. No lies. No lies. Living in her purest.
Lies suck.
So another way to know that it's out of balance, you're just not doing that. Like, it's the exact opposite. These next couple chakras, it's like if you're not doing the things we just talked about, out of balance. So if you're lying, if you're not living in your purest, if you're going to bed thinking about what you did throughout the day and you're like, wow, I'm kind of an ass.
If you're saying mean things to people.
Yeah, don't. And if it comes from a place of anger, figure out why you have that anger. Because it's most likely not towards the random person at Shaw's that was in line in front of you. You never seen that person.
Or the person I yelled at in the car earlier.
Or that. Listen, I have had my fair share of road rage because people are just too slow on the road sometimes, but I also am too fast. I hope no police officer is watching this because
what?
Because they'll be like, well, now we know you drive too fast.
My stepbrother is a police officer.
Oh boy. Well, now I know I'm gonna get a ticket when I go home.
So what are good ways to balance this chakra?
This throat chakra? Mm-hmm. Practice it. God, you busted. Not my new car. Angela, I like rocks too. A good way is just practicing kindness, which is interesting, because of course that will probably balance out all your chakras, but as far as the throat chakra goes, practice saying good things. It starts with yourself, because that means what anyone comes at you with, they will singing. You can sing too. Again, see, it always relates back to singing, and people think I'm annoying when I'm singing and doing the dishes.
Bye, John. Also, I do want to mention, if you do need to leave the live stream early before we talk about the crystals, you have until 11 o'clock tonight to claim the crystals. So if you watch this afterward, what?
I read Sheena's comment.
Oh.
I don't drive a Subaru. I drive a Honda.
So if you end up watching this live stream in a couple hours after we're not live no more, you can still comment and claim crystals.
So we are no longer live.
As long as it's before 11 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, until we reanimate next Monday. There won't be another giveaway. And these won't be 20% off. So. All right. Now, one of my favorite chakras, the third eye. This is like the first one anyone ever experiences. So if you come to realizations that you're living in the matrix and the world around you kind of blows, guess what? You just activated your third eye. Don't know what you did to do it, but you did it. And welcome. Because now you get to see everything around you. Yeah. So then it's also known in Sanskrit as, I'm totally going to mess this up. It's either Anya, which I don't think it is.
It's Anya.
Is it really?
It is.
Throat chakra activated, which means to perceive and command. Which makes sense because that's where we're getting a lot of our messages. That's where we're sending messages to. The first live stream we did this, I emphasized that, and we'll do it again, is that everyone thinks, I need to receive messages through my third eye. Cool. Guess what? Good sticker for Andrew. Yeah. So, yes, gold sticker for Andrew. That we also send messages out through that way too. So there's a meditation that I absolutely love. And I don't know if we did it with you before in the class. I can't remember, but if we never did, you should give it a shot.
Okay.
You sit there, right? Yeah, funky stuff gave me a gold star. I did it.
Nice.
Woo! So, you sit there and your legs can be crossed or whatnot, but and usually I don't even do this, but one important thing for this is to keep your back as straight as possible. I realize some people might not be able to, but yes.
If you have scoliosis.
Exactly. So as straight as possible without it hurting. Don't put yourself in pain to do a meditation. Unless you're really good at ignoring pain, and then you're just great at meditating. So it's envisioning almost like an energy line, if you will, like a stream of energy coming out of your third eye and manipulating it to loop down into your heart chakra and going out your back, coming through the back of your head, right back to your third eye. And it creates a constant loop, and it connects your third eye with your heart, so all of your intentions are pure.
Wow. No, I think I missed that one.
Dang.
Yeah.
Right after I said all of your intentions are pure, you're like, yeah, I missed that one. No, that's how the conversation
We'll have to do that on a...
Yeah, absolutely. On another time. Painful meditation. Honestly, sometimes this meditation can be painful because it could... That scares the crap out of me. Oh man, no, it's actually it's a great thing. No, it doesn't need to be scary. When those are connecting, your intentions then become pure, but the messages you receive are stronger. They're easier. Now, this chakra is also known for connecting with your psychic abilities. So people who read tarot, people who do divination other than that, such as with runes or bones or the clouds or the ocean or the everything.
Mediumship?
I was going to bring that up too. Mediumship, anything psychic. You'll see these people
Indigo children
live, yes, but that's inherent. So if they're not completely practicing, you won't see it around them too much.
Oh, okay.
Which is interesting. So if they do practice, absolutely. But if they don't practice and they're kind of discovering, they're still discovering. So they're going through. Now, your aura will change throughout the day compared to what you feel and what you do, but everyone has a set, like, baseline aura, right? So, and that's the color your soul gives off, which is pretty cool. I really hope mine's green. I like green. So, I was going to say the heart chakra is green. Sorry, I forgot that. And the throat chakra is blue. Now your third, that makes sense. I'm wearing this little blue. Yeah, that's why I'm talking about today. So, then your third eye is purple.
Or indigo.
So I actually use amethyst a lot for this chakra as well. Green is a great color.
Also, I want to say pink also goes with the heart chakra.
Pink does go with the heart chakra. It does. Like rose quartz, things like that. What was I going to say? Jeez. You can tell your third eye is open once you're stepping into your power. You're stepping into your gifts, your abilities. And basically, you're out of practice. Now, I will say this chakra is probably the hardest one to like be unbalanced if you're in the know. And when I mean in the know, I'm like, if you've done spiritual anything ever, like spirit, the universe, whatever you want to call it, doesn't want that to fade. So if I will say this, if every chakra is going to be unbalanced, this is probably the last one to go.
That's true.
It's most likely the last one to go. So
that makes a lot of sense.
And the only reason why I'll say this one and not the crown is because of what I will talk about in a few minutes with the crown chakra. So a simple meditation to work on your third eye as well. I didn't even mention this before. It's also connected with your pineal gland. And your pineal gland is said to either house or at least hold space for your soul. Because we actually don't know what it really does, truly. We know it releases a couple hormones scientifically, but it's not very well studied. Especially it's in like the center of your midbrain. It's like in. So, and it connects directly to your third eye.
I know, and whenever I'm doing a third eye meditation, I can feel this like pressure here. It's crazy.
Now,
or like a vibration.
Because of the crap food we generally eat, and like I said, even some foods that the marketing will say, oh, organic, oh, this. There's a lot of marketing ploys out there and you have to be careful. One of the things is when people try to avoid trans fats. The FDA actually allows up to 0.4 grams of trans fat per serving size. So when it says 0 grams trans fat, you're eating 0.4 grams trans fat.
Wait, so are you saying this because it affects your pineal
It can
gland?
calcify your pineal gland, your pineal gland.
Okay.
No, it's either or. Your pineal gland. So a simple meditation to do is lay down on your back. You put magnets on your forehead, put your tongue in between your teeth like this, and then you hum. Just like that over and over and over until you feel this essentially go numb.
Oh, that's cool.
And what the magnets do, it creates an electromagnetic field, and the humming vibrates. So it actually jiggles everything inside of there and decalcifies your pineal gland.
Whoa.
So that's a good way to keep that rolling too.
Fluoride. That also can calcify it.
Oh, yeah. Don't brush your teeth. No, I'm joking.
My God.
Brush your
no,
teeth.
I use fluoride-free toothpaste for that reason.
Yes, and...
Also, fluoride in large amounts is very toxic.
Quick thing. We still have this giveaway.
Oh, yes,
Comment
as a reminder.
If you have been in this stream and you're still here and you haven't commented yet, comment something. So we can put you in the wheel, and you are going to get this lovely box with chakra stones, worry stones, palm stones, whatever you want to call them.
You get entered in the contest to win this at the end of the live stream.
And
even if you're on here for a few minutes and you have to go, just say hi, and we can message you if you win.
The Wheel of Names.
All right, so we have one more chakra to talk about.
Yes.
If you're done with the third eye, that
yes.
is. Okay, yes. And then we'll get into the crystals right after that.
I really hope I don't mess this one up. So this one, this is the crown chakra, which is above your head. Also in Sanskrit, it's known as Sahasrara.
Sahasrara.
Yeah, Sahasrara. It's I really hope I'm not messing that up. Which means root and foundation, oddly enough.
Whoa.
And what I love about the crown chakra, if even one of your chakras are out of balance, then this is just not happening. You know, or not happening extremely well. It's out of balance. It's still there, but it's a little out of balance. Now, this chakra is known as the connection with it all. It does all circle back. It connects you with the divine, so spirit, the universe, etc., whatever you want to call it or believe in. It allows those messages to come easier. Now, let's think about it. It's a whole flowing system. Crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar plexus. The other one that I completely forgot about, your sacral chakra, and the root chakra. Sorry, I forget things too. It's a whole system. And without that full energy system, you feel unbalanced. But then you have to troubleshoot. You got to figure out where it's coming from. Now, your crown chakra, one of my favorite depictions of this is something a lot of us, not all of us, but a lot of us grew up with if you had gone to church. Now, the halo is your crown chakra. It's depicted as that.
Yes.
And that just means divine. It doesn't mean like only these people or only these things can have it. You have it too. You know, and you have that level of healing, that level of, I am going to use the word power. I know that word can be for some it's a little nervousing or like scary. Nervousing isn't a word, but it can be nerve-wracking or scary, but it is that. Now, a great meditation, and it was in Avatar: The Last Airbender for anyone who loved that show. It's a meditation that's actually really good, is to meditate for the crown chakra. The only way to activate it is if all your pools are flowing. So if you imagine each chakra as a pool, the red flowing into the orange, flowing into the yellow, flowing into the green,
so
flowing
it's like
into the blue.
Flowing like upside down. Open
the pools. You can think of for me, the imagery always looked like those salt pools around. If you ever seen salt pools, where like actually this is when my heart chakra was not open. I noticed my solar plexus was, but the solar plexus stopped, and then the water wasn't going down. So what I did in the meditation, I have very vivid meditations, and I astral project, etc. I walked up to that pool, the solar plexus pool, and I just took my hand and started digging the salt. And when I was digging the salt, it then flowed into the next pool, which still flowed into the next, into the next, into the next. And honestly, it was weird. It's really weird because after that reverse fondue, after that meditation, I felt complete for so long. But again, you know, life happens. We live in both worlds, and we need to remember that. Check yourself. It's important.
So
now,
All right, now we'll go into some crystals. All right, so the first one we're going to be talking about today is spirit quartz. Spirit quartz is my favorite crystal.
Spirit.
It is my favorite one, so I'm super excited that I picked this today. So obviously, when we think about the chakras, we most of the time think, oh, I'm going to need 7 different crystals. I'm going to need one for each chakra.
Nope.
It has to be the same exact color. And yes, you can use 7 different crystals, which is part of our giveaway, is obviously 7 different crystals that are great for the 7 chakras. But there are crystals out there that help balance all the chakras, and spirit quartz is one of them. So we're going to talk about that first. So spirit quartz is absolutely beautiful. I'll show it right under here. I actually, when I did some research, I guess the only place you can find spirit quartz is in South Africa.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's actually made up of amethyst, citrine, smoky quartz, and white quartz. It's like a combination of all of them. And it's just absolutely beautiful. It looks like that sugar candy that we were talking about the other week. And this camera does not give it justice. Like, this looks a lot whiter, I feel like, on the camera. It actually has a really nice, like, purple to it. Almost like a purpley pink. Back to my goddess altar. I feel like this would be great for a goddess altar or in a bathroom or just like...
So like every stream, it's like, actually, this isn't for sale.
I want it. Yeah, so I absolutely love spirit quartz. So actually a good place to keep spirit quartz in your home is in the center of your home. It actually helps bring like peace and harmony into your home and within your family. And it's a very powerful stone, and it actually can cleanse your aura too. So it's good to keep one of these at work, on your desk, in your car, just keeping it around you. Yeah, it is great. It can feel very refreshing, I also wrote, I found somewhere that it helps assist souls into the afterlife too.
Whoa.
Yeah, which I thought that was cool. So
excuse me.
Yeah,
I only knew one other stone that did that. I feel like
it's a good stone for connecting to consciousness, but also if someone's really near the end of life, it would be good to keep this around them.
Interesting. Another stone that does that is actually prehnite.
Oh, really?
I used to know that as the only stone that did that. But
yeah. So this does this too, and then also this helps balance all of your chakras. So when you're meditating and you can only grab one crystal to meditate with, and you want to balance your chakras, this is a great one to do that with. So I'm going to go through the spirit quartz that we have here. All of these are on sale. So all of these are going to be 20% off until 11 p.m. tonight. So if you watch this before 11 p.m., you can comment and claim these crystals.
So how much is this one originally?
All right, so this one's originally $140.
So this is
a pretty big piece.
You're going to get it for $112. And Ashley, I saw that you commented that. So this until 11 p.m. tonight is $112.
So this would be spirit quartz number 1.
Yes, and it is such a big piece. It's so nice too. Like, look how many there are. Like, it's crazy.
I'm just gonna hold it up closer.
These are really fun to meditate into because it's like walking through glaciers.
Ooh.
So if you have very vivid meditations, it's like I said, it's like walking through mountains of snow. And like, if you ever watched that old Rudolph cartoon, like from when we were all pretty much kids, then that it reminded me of like those glaciers when they were walking through and stuff. So
the other side just looks like this, just so you guys know.
Like that quartzy kind of matrix.
Yeah, it's really good to balance it.
Yeah, all of these stand on their own too.
Mm-hmm. All right, so that's spirit quartz number 1 for $112.
How much?
So,
wow.
This one is $70.
So you're going to get this one for $56.
$56. I'm going to turn this way.
Spirit quartz number 2.
And this one actually has a little deeper of a purple than the other one did. Again, I feel like the camera, you don't see the color as much as you would do in person.
Although, like, yeah, it is showing a fair amount of the purple.
Yeah.
A fair amount.
I just feel like cameras don't do things justice. So
yeah, it's true.
I have to say that.
Like, seeing it in person, it's not as, dare I use the word, Sparkly.
It's so sparkly. I love sparkles. Another reason why this is my favorite crystal.
Yeah.
Okay, so how much is this one again?
$1 million. It's going to be $56.
56 for this one. It's also a great size. All right.
All right.
Okay.
Cluster number 3.
Number 3. So
These
this
have
one's
big boy
originally 85.
85. So this one is going to be 68.
And this one has a little bit more orange in it too.
And they got like big crystals on this one too.
Yeah, it's so cool. Oh my gosh.
They're all so unique and so...
If this was a castle, I'd live in it.
I think it is a
so
castle and I'm
beautiful.
going to live in it.
Yeah, like look at... Okay, I'm going to turn it kind of this way so it's more straight. Look at that. Castle.
Good.
Castle vibes.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, castle vibes.
So 68 for this beautiful piece. So this would be Spirit Quartz number 3.
That kind of has a sheen on it too. Oh no, is he trying to bring it back? Sheen.
Sheen. Okay, so
Cluster
this one is
number
cool. It's a
4.
little bit different. Look at that. On the bottom there. That is cool. Whoa.
And this one you're going to get for $108.
It almost looks like there's little caves.
Oh, sorry, I like just cut you off.
That's
completely.
okay. So yeah, this is 135 originally, so you're gonna get it for 108. So wow, look how cool that is. That's so unique. I've never seen a spirit quartz like this actually.
I love it because these are little like puff balls of crystals
Yes,
on them too.
puff balls. Oh my god, it looks like a cloud.
Oh, that's a dope cloud.
I want to float in this cloud.
Sorry, like when we like look at the crystals under the camera too, I'm like staring at them like, wow, these are cool.
Oh my
And I'm just
God,
like
so
completely
sparkly.
forgetting we're on a stream. I'm like, oh my god, look at that.
So this is a great size. 108 for this beautiful one. So this would be number 4. Spirit quartz number 4. Hi, Julie.
Hello.
All right, moving on. Spirit quartz number 5.
This one's cool too. It's
This one is
pretty
also
unique.
very unique.
It's more druzy. I mean, like they're all like technically.
Oh my gosh!
druzy, but,
Imagine
like,
you were like a little ant and you're like walking through this.
That's like the meditation I was talking about.
Oh, wow.
Where like you're kind of like walking through. Like if you meditate into these, you're like walking through. Like look, you could go under this.
Oh my gosh.
You could go under that. What's in there? I don't know. Let's meditate. Let's figure it out. It's cool.
beautiful.
Oh, one of the things I was going to tell everyone earlier, and I'll quickly say it, is oh, actually no. It wasn't earlier. It's coming up when I talk about quartz.
Okay,
Sorry.
yeah, don't talk about it yet.
Sorry, my brain is all over.
All right, and how much is this one again?
I don't know how much.
Okay,
is it
it's
originally?
75 originally.
So you're gonna get it for $60.
60. Okay, so this
Until
beautiful
11.
piece is $60, and this is number 5. Number 5, Spirit Quartz number 5. Okay, number 6. And this is the last of our bigger pieces, and then we're gonna get into some smaller pieces.
Number 6, you're going to get this for $68. Look at it. This is actually,
Whoa.
compared to the first one, this is honestly my favorite because walking through this would be really cool.
Yeah, this one is beautiful. Look at that.
Like, where does it go? We don't know. No one knows. Amazing.
So this one's
now we know
originally
because now we saw the
85.
backside.
So how much would that be now?
Now you are going to get this for, you said it was 85?
Yeah.
$68.
68 for this one. All right, and this is number 6.
And all you'll have to do is claim cluster 1, cluster 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
You know, either or.
So now we're going to get into the smaller pieces.
And these are going to be labeled small cluster.
Yes. Okay, so this is originally 15, so you're going to get this one for 12.
Yeah.
And this is a really good one to meditate with. You can hold it in your hand. You can keep this in your car. You can keep it on your desk. You can keep it in your pocket. So this is number 7 if you want this one. I'm going to hold it up a little bit closer. It's so sparkly. I love how sparkly it is. All right. On to our next little guy. Oh, I love this one.
That was the other.
And this one stands up, actually.
That's the
Yeah,
other 15 one.
this one stands up nicely. And this one has a little bit of an orange, too, right in there, which is pretty cool. Okay, and this one is 12, so you'll get this one for 9. Nina asked if you can get these wet. I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So this one is only $9. So this would be number 8. Spirit Quartz number 8. Okay.
This is the other 15 one. So.
That's the other 15 one? So where's the first one that I did for 15?
It's over here.
That one? Okay,
Yeah,
thank you. So. Okay, so this one is also 15 originally, and it's going to be 12.
This is cool. It has like a little like mural on the side.
It does. I know.
Honestly,
I was just thinking
one of those
that.
like those like mirrors that go like that.
Yeah, I'm like, how do I explain that? Oh my God, this is the perfect crystal to do a meditation with, to go into, as you were talking.
Yeah, there's already the door
right there. Oh, that's cool. It's like a little house. All right, so this one is 12, and this is number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9. Okay, so if you want Spirit Quartz number 9, just comment and let us know. Again, you have until 11 p.m. tonight to claim these. Okay, then the last 3 are all also $9. Okay, so we have this beautiful guy here. And I say little, but it's actually like a pretty good size. It fits in my palm like that. So this one is going to be $9. Also has a beautiful orange hue in there. Very sparkly. Again, these are good ones to meditate. You could put this right on your forehead.
Yeah, no, and that would be good for working with your third eye too.
Yeah. Hi, Karen. All right. Then we have 2 more Spirit Quartz, and then we're going to go through our quartz, clear quartz. Okay, so this is a unique piece. This one looks a little bit different than the other ones. This doesn't have like the tiny little sugary looking crystals. This is actually they're kind of big.
No, this is like more, sorry, I was like arranging everything. This
okay.
Yeah, these are like those thicker crystals. I kind of like these too, you know? This is a good one to meditate on your forehead too.
Yeah. All right, so this one is going to be 9 as well, and this is number 11?
12.
12. This is number 12. My bad. Okay, so Spirit Quartz number 12.
Cool.
Okay, and then...
Oh, sorry, that was 11. I thought
it was 11.
Yeah, it was 11.
Oh my gosh, okay.
Sorry.
11.
That last one was number 11.
11, if you want to claim it. And then our last one, Spirit Quartz number 12.
Number 12.
This one is, again, very sparkly. Got an orange hue right there. This one also stands up on its own like that. So this is a good desk one, car one. Keep it in your pocket, put it on your forehead. Mm-hmm. All right, and this is $9. Spirit Quartz number 12. Okay, so that is it for the Spirit Quartz. Again, we'll run through all of these at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And the next crystal that we have to talk about is
clear quartz.
Clear quartz.
Now,
Andrew,
I will
run to the bathroom.
That is okay.
Well, he
clear
starts.
Quartz, I will talk about a little on the quicker side since we had talked about it before. But clear quartz, it is the master stone for a reason. You can program it. that's why I honestly think of it as the master stone. It does work with all of the chakras. But one of the big things I did want to talk about today is programming with it. What we kind of mentioned earlier with that gateway Spirit Quartz is that you can, I'm going to quickly walk you through the meditation, is that you would sit down with whatever crystal you're trying to program in your hands, your dominant hand. Then, it might take some practice to do this too. As you're sitting down and meditating, right, you can cross your legs or not, it doesn't matter. As long as your back is straight, you sit up, not physically. In meditation, you sit up and you'll see a golden path in front of you. When you see that golden path, you walk down the golden path. And the further and further you go, you start to realize there's a giant quartz crystal in front of you and it's yours. The one you're holding. So you walk up the stairs to that crystal. And I was going to say, if anyone wanted to write this down, you could. But, yeah, you can always replay the stream too. You walk up the stairs to the quartz crystal, and now you're at the face. It's like you're staring at this. You're like, all right. Like, it's like right there. Now, you take your hands, however you want to do it, you make a door appear. Then you open that door, push through that door, get into it. Now you walk down the stairs into your crystal, keep walking and walking and walking until you see the light to the room inside of your crystal. When you get to the center, there will be a light in the center of the room. Go up to the light and talk to it. Ask it what its name is. Ask it anything you want. Get acquainted, like you're meeting a person for the first time, because you technically are. You're meeting something that has been growing and alive for millions of years.
I assume you're talking about the meditation of going into your crystal?
Yes.
Okay.
And you're tapping into that knowledge. When you're tapping into that knowledge, you're tapping into millions of years of knowledge. So when you're ready, you return. You walk back up those stairs. You push through that door again. You walk down those stairs. You get onto the golden path and walk and walk and walk until you see yourself sitting. Sit back down on your body, and when you feel comfortable and all back together like Legos, open your eyes. And that's how you get into your crystal. When you get acquainted, you can look at your crystal and say, I want you to do this. Yeah, this is good for the crown chakra. This is good for all the chakras. Maybe I want this quartz crystal to ground me. Maybe I want it to do something else. Maybe I want it to work on love. Maybe I want it to do something that it's not usually doing. That's how you program the crystal. But first, it's a good idea to get acquainted with it. And then you are bonded to that crystal. That's truly how you become bonded to a crystal. By doing that meditation. By meeting it, developing that relationship. Now let's sell some stuff. No, I'm joking. All
right.
So we will go over these quartz crystals, and we'll look at the spirit quartz again too, because we are actually getting pretty close. I noticed. So, all right.
It's okay if we go a little bit over 6 o'clock, if it's okay with y'all. All right. Here is our first tower or bully. Oh, bully.
This will be tower.
Tower. Okay. First quartz tower. Beautiful. I'm going to turn it this way.
What's great about this with clear quartz is that it's so easy to scry. So easy to scry. There's so many inclusions in there. You can see, everyone is seeing something different right now.
Yeah.
Everyone is seeing something different.
There's
a beautiful rainbow in there.
one.
Yeah. Everyone is seeing something different. Like that's what's so cool about scrying with clear quartz is that I'll see certain things. Like I just saw a phoenix. Actually, I just kind of caught my eye there. But yes, very easy to scry with. These are great energy centers too. So something I would do with this is I would put it in a tower like this. I would put in the center of a crystal grid. But that's my preference. You know, everyone has different preferences. Well, I would have quartz crystals on it's almost as big as Meg's head. But I would have regular quartz crystals around, because usually I make again, everyone's preference. My grids are usually circles. Okay. I just like circles. Circles are awesome.
And this one's originally 60, so if you want to claim this one, you will get it for...
Oh, I was waiting for the math, because you're a wizard.
54.
Nope, 48. Oh, you're 48. Saying the wrong price.
Oh,
see,
boy.
It's even better than what you thought.
Bad. Okay.
These flash sales are crazy.
So $48 for this beautiful tower. This would be quartz number 1.
Yes.
If you want this one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so moving on to our second tower that we have. This one's cool. Look at that.
That one has like a nice inclusion.
It's like this
like
is
the fracture.
Smooth. It almost looks like there's like it's like shattered glass in there, and it has all these rainbows. It's beautiful.
I love these towers.
Yeah. So this one is 70.
So you'll get it for 56.
56 for this beautiful.
And remember, these go to 11 o'clock tonight.
Yeah.
So you can claim these till 11.
Yes, if you are watching this after we are not live anymore. No
till
more.
we reanimate till then.
You have until 11 tonight to claim these. So this would be quartz tower number 2
for $56.
For 56.
And this, it's kind of like a tower. It's standing point.
Okay.
So
I was gonna say point. Oh,
This is a really nice
one. A rainbow
one.
up there.
It has a huge
Look
window.
How clear that is.
A huge window to look
Gosh.
into. So these would be good to meditate with and do that meditation. You can do it with any of the crystals, yeah.
Also just so good for decoration, I must
yeah,
say.
like even if you're just like, crystals are cool, I'm like, yeah, man, of course. Like, crystals are amazing.
Yeah, this
you can just
one
have
is
them around the
beautiful.
house.
I wish you could like see better how clear it is.
You can kind of see her hand through those. You can kind of see Meg's hand through those.
Yeah. Yeah, it's beautiful. So this is originally $65. So
you will be getting it for $52.
$52 for this. Okay, so this is quartz number 3. Okay, and then we have one that very similar, a tad bit smaller. Also very clear, as you can see. Also some
Almost
rainbows
like clearer
hidden
than the
in
last
there.
one.
Yeah.
You see a lot of
So-
those wisps in there, but still a big window.
This standing point would be, it's 50 originally.
So it's 40.
$40 for this one.
$40.
And this is number 4.
Yep.
Quartz number 4, okay. And then the last of the standing points, this is number 5. Originally 55, so we get it for 44.
Like
Also
looking over like,
clear.
is the math right?
I was confident with that one.
Were you?
I was.
No, yeah, probably. I'm bad at this math.
So this one is 44, and this is number 5.
Awesome. Now we
Okay.
have the little points.
Yes, we'll get into the little points. So these are perfect for meditating with, to keep in your pocket, in your car.
I keep these in my car.
This is cool. It has like 2 points that are like attached to one
That's
another.
like a castle.
So this one's actually originally 5, so this one's only $4.
Yeah, it's only $4.
So yeah, and it's absolutely beautiful. That is a really good price.
Super clear.
This would be number 6.
Mm-hmm.
So this is quartz number 6. If you're interested in this one. Okay, this one is also going to be $4. So,
Another beautiful one.
Yeah, also very clear.
So clear. The light's almost water clear.
Yeah.
Although we will get into some extremely water clear ones.
Yeah. Oh yeah, those are.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay, so this
So
is
what are
number
they talking
7.
about? What is it gonna
if
be?
you're interested in this one, it's number 7 for $4. $4.
$4.
Also, if you guys are confused on how it works, if you want something, just comment what it is, and then we're gonna reach out to you via message,
Mm-hmm.
and explain kind of how the process works on how to get and receive the crystal, and how to pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
This has a beautiful window,
Yes,
too,
this does.
on the top there.
This is very clear.
Actually, this is my favorite one out of the bunch.
So this is also going to be 4. And this is number
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8. Number 8 for this one. And then we have one more of these smaller pieces.
And there's some carbon inclusion
Wow, this
in there,
one's
too.
beautiful. There's
The
like
darker bit.
a few different ones together. Look at that. You can see kind of the size on that one. This one, again, is $4 for this. No, actually,
What's
just
it
kidding.
called?
It's originally 8. So how much would it be
Oh,
then? 6?
So it'd be 6. Yes.
$6.
Maybe there's not a
$6 for
carbon
this one.
inclusion. Maybe it
Makes
just looked like
sense.
that on the table.
Yeah, so really good price for this beautiful crystal. So this one is number 9, in case you want this one. Claim. So Ashley does claim this one. So this
yes.
one has been claimed now. Thank you, Ashley.
This is a gorgeous cluster. I love that one. It's
Whoa.
amazing.
This is only $44, guys. Originally $55. Look how big this is. It is absolutely beautiful. It is sparkly. Look at that. Shiny. Look at that sheen.
The sheen.
The sheen. Wow, that's beautiful.
These are all so clear, too.
Yep.
So this is originally 55, so you're going to get it for 44.
44.
That's not bad.
No, not at
That's
all.
really nice.
Look at all these beautiful points.
Look at that. Oh, man, the rainbows in there, too.
Yeah, so this will be number 10.
Yes.
Number 10.
All right, on to some really cool points. This is like a half point.
Half point. Oh, yeah. That's cool. Half point. All right. That's beautiful.
That's super clear.
It almost looks like there's smoke in the top of it. But
yeah. With
that's
the
really cool.
different fractures.
Yeah, you see that? That's cool.
Super nice.
Yeah.
I love this one.
So this one is 40 originally, so you'll get it for
32.
32 for this beautiful piece. And this is big. These are really good prices. I'm not just saying that because we're selling these things. I'm being serious.
I know.
I walk into some of these stores and they're like, okay, this is going to be $300.
Yeah, it's about a $2,000 piece right there.
So, yeah, no, this is a really good price for this beautiful piece right here.
And it's got the stairways on the side, too. It's got the,
yeah, it does.
The lines.
Yeah.
I almost called the lineage. That lineage. Look at that.
All right.
All right. So this is another big point, but it's a full point. Also very clear. She's like, give it to me.
It is.
I want to see it. She's like,
this is.
So this is also going to be $32. And honestly, all of these are great to meditate into.
Yeah.
There's not really one that's bad. Even the palm stones that will
feels nice just holding it.
Yeah.
I like the energy of
Balances you out.
Yeah. All right. Oh, are we going over that one now?
We are.
Okay, this is like the best.
Here's the big
here.
one.
Look at that. Beautiful. So beautiful. All right, I'll show you guys on this cam. Look at all of those beautiful points. It's like
amazing.
Yeah, it looks like a little crown or something. Imagine if you're an ant walking through this one, Andrew.
Yeah, honestly.
Whoa. Honestly, I really want to know what that's like. Not necessarily to be an ant, but to like be able to walk through this and like
I feel like being
look up like we're in like a city, but it's of crystals.
I feel like being an ant would suck.
Yeah, I don't really want to be
going out
ant,
trying to find food all day. I mean, I do that now.
I want to know how they see things. But anyways, so this is originally $90.
So you're going to get it for $72.
Wow, that is such a good price for this.
That is an amazing
right
price
here.
for this.
Oh my
God. Till
God.
11 p.m. tonight.
Yes, till 11 p.m. tonight. All right.
So nice. This would be fun to meditate into, meditate through.
So do you want to go like this way?
To this now.
No? Okay.
Because that's how it's labeled.
Okay. All right. So what's the difference between this one and these ones?
So this is a Colombian quartz.
Oh, okay. So this is special.
So these are actually special, these are really cool. So these resemble the closest to Lemurian seed quartz without being Lemurian seed. They have the stairway, they have all the windows, they're extremely water clear, but what you'll notice with Lemurian seed is that at least the earlier ones, I know the ones I have at home, I have like about 3 or 4 of them, they have all like a peach color, and what that is an extremely thin layer of a hematite coating on the crystal that causes it to have that peach color. But this is not Lemurian seed, but it is highly sought after in the Lemurian seed community because it's very close. Yeah.
Look at that. It just glows. It absolutely glows on the camera.
And these
Ignore my awful nails right now.
Do certain crystals come with a button for free HBO?
Oh my God, Armin. Yeah. All right, so that one is originally 20, so you're going to get that for 16. And this is what number is this? What number were you on?
I'm sorry.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13.
This is number 13.
It's number 13. Sorry.
And you'll get it for 16, right?
Armin, you got me. Yes.
Okay.
All right, now, this is extremely water clear.
Whoa. That is water clear.
Again, another Colombian quartz. You can literally just see right
my
through
nails
it.
Right through it. Like gross nails.
See, what did we talk about earlier, though? We can't say gross nails.
Oh, you're right.
No gross.
Well, no, they aren't gross, actually. They are clean. My hands are dry from washing them so much, and then also have no nail polish on them, so. But, okay, so this beautiful clear one is originally $40, so you're going to get this for $32?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. And this is number...
This is
11?
number...
Am I right? No, I'm totally off.
14.
14.
Sorry, the numbers... the
Quartz number
numbers.
14.
The numbers on my computer got all messed up somehow.
All right.
This is number 15. We're going to start by saying that so we don't forget.
Yes, 15. Colombian quartz 15. This one is originally 35, so you can get this one for...
And this one's
how
cool.
much?
Well, sorry. 28. So
Oh, look at the stairs on that.
yeah, you can
that's
see
so
it through the
cool.
front.
Right
It's
there.
awesome.
Whoa.
Look at how thick the lines are. Thick.
Whoa.
It's crazy.
And that's natural.
Completely natural. You didn't cut that.
Like, this is not cut. Oh, I mean, if I saw this, I'd think to myself, oh, this was cut, but no.
If I found that in the wild, I'd crap myself.
Yeah.
I'd be like, what? Are you kidding me? This
Like
is crazy.
I've said before, through my one experience crystal digging, I've literally...
You went crystal digging?
in Arizona.
Oh, yeah.
In my one experience doing that, I like just pulled like just a quartz right out of the ground that looks just... I'm like, what?
I have a few experiences crystal digging myself.
Okay. And then this one is really clear. Wow,
Look
it
at
looks
how
like
clear
glass.
this
and you
is.
see those like stairs on it too. This is originally 35, and you'll get this one for
28.
28 for this one.
So this is number 16. So these are really cool because if accurately placed in your windowsill, they'll cause a rainbow effect throughout your whole room.
Ooh, that's cool.
And that's what, if you ever had a chandelier in your house, like growing up, I had a chandelier in my house in the dining room. And when the light would hit it, there would be rainbows all over the dining room. Armin knows. And there'd be rainbows all over the dining room.
Oh, yeah.
It was actually made up of quartz. And I
That's
never
cool.
knew until like I got older.
So this is number 16.
Andrew Lehman, geez, all my friends are here.
Nice.
Who else in here is my friend? Speak up. All right, so now
Now we're gonna get into some pendants.
oh boy. Gee,
And,
everyone's here. Yeah.
The pendants. Oh my god, that's so funny. So the pendants we have multiples of.
Yeah, so you can claim
So multiple
pendants.
people can claim these. So this one is originally 10, and that is true. For Andrew, you are friends with everybody. There's a sticker on it, so that's why you kind of see this white hue here. But
The hue.
yeah, the hue. But it's actually
Andrew's
pretty
fan club.
clear. And so this is originally 10, and you're gonna get it for 8, and we have multiple of these. So this is gonna be number 17.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and multiple people can claim this. So if you want the quartz pendant, it's number 17. Let us know.
This one's cool. It's also a quartz pendant, but it's the chakra stones on the top.
And we also have multiple of these.
Mm-hmm.
So it actually this one only has certain chakras on it. Oh, no, it doesn't. It has, wait, hold on. It's missing one. 2, 3, 5,
Oh.
6, 7. It's missing 2.
Well, is it missing the crown or the green?
Oh, look at it's missing
Oh.
the green and the indigo.
So this, yeah, oops. This is,
We should have looked at this one earlier.
this one, yeah. So
Okay, no.
I did grab it quick. The other ones have them.
Okay, you see that there's 2 empty spots here, guys? Okay, so the other the other chakras will be there. This pendant obviously had a sad time in production.
You know what? Its chakras are in balance. We need to help this pendant. Someone give this pendant a good home. Please. It needs...
So this one is going to be $8. Obviously, if you claim this one, we will send you one that has all of the chakras on
Yeah.
it, unless you want
Quality
this
control.
one. If you want this one, let us know. But if you do claim which number are we on now?
Raspberry iced tea. That's what number we're on. We're on number 18, I believe.
18. Okay, if you claim number 18, we're going to make sure you get one with all the chakras on it.
Oh, boy.
$8. We have multiple of these. All right. And then we have 2.
Oh, that was actually number 19. Sorry.
19. Gosh, Andrew, we're getting bad with these numbers.
I know.
So we have 2 more left. These ones are super clear palm stones.
This one's actually super cool.
Yeah, so this is only $8. This is a really good one to meditate with. You can
Meditate
use this
into.
as a worry stone. Also good for your pocket, for your car, for your desk at work. And it's becoming like more. Bye, Adriana. More people are becoming accepting of keeping these at work.
Yeah.
No, there's people that are probably like, oh, if I keep that at work, people will be weirded out. But like, no, like so many people keep crystals at work.
And honestly, at the end of the day, if someone's just like, what's that? It's like, it's a rock on my desk. What do you want? It's like, it's like. So, this one will be $8. And this next one is going to be $6.
All right.
And it's just a smaller version.
$6 for this.
Wanted to show you the size
one.
difference in our palm stones. Paperweight, exactly, paperweight.
Oh yeah, paperweight. That's a good one.
So these are all by weight. So these can look sometimes similar in size, but if they weigh different, so.
Okay, and this
Exactly,
one is
work is where we need them the
$6.
most.
And this
Although, our work is here.
This one is 21. This is number 21. This one before is number 20.
Yes.
So if you want to claim these, let us know. And Sheena's
Numbers.
correct. Yes, work is where we need them most.
Okay.
I'm very lucky at both my jobs. There are plenty of crystals present, so.
That's true. This is my job, so crystals everywhere.
Okay.
All right.
So
we did just go over the quartz.
Yes, we went through all of the crystals that we have. I want to let you guys know about the giveaway if you just jumped on.
Would you like to win this box? It's a pretty box.
Yeah, so you win not only the box,
Comment.
but the beautiful chakra stones are included. If you comment within the next few minutes, we're going to add you into our little wheel thing
Look
there.
at it. That wheel is bumping.
And then it's going to
Look
land
at
on
that.
somebody,
Yes.
and we're going to win it, and we're going to let you know.
So many people are
So as
commenting.
long as you comment anything, even like a letter or number or hi or whatever, we're going to let you know. And yes, Ashley, we will message you about it. All right. So in these last few minutes, I just wanted to share a quick meditation that I normally do. Actually, I don't even need to look at this thing. So, because we're talking about awakening and balancing our chakras, this is a meditation that I call her my aunt. It's my mom's cousin.
The wheel of fortune.
So anyway, my mom's cousin, call her my aunt. When I was younger, she's a psychic medium, and she taught me this little meditation. So to awaken and balance your chakras, first I sit down or lay down in a comfortable position, whatever is comfortable for you, and then I close my eyes and I picture myself in a blank space. So I kind of just picture myself floating in just like darkness, like in
Floating in darkness sounds
floating
great.
in darkness. Well, it is kind of like peaceful, almost like you're floating in the sky, in the universe.
Finding
whatever.
peace within the peace.
So you're floating, and then you see through your body. You're hollow, but you see like dirt and dust floating around in your body. That's all the negative stuff that you've been holding on to. You don't want anymore. So start breathing. Every breath that you take in, you're breathing in white light. And every time you're breathing out that dust and that dirt. And you keep breathing and doing that until you see your entire body is now just white light. Then you picture kind of what Andrew said about the pools, but I do it a little bit differently. I picture the color spinning around me. So I'll picture red spinning around my root chakra until I feel that's balanced.
That's cool.
Then I go to the sacral, orange, and then the solar plexus, yellow, and I just keep stacking the colors until I get to the crown, and they're all just spinning together. And then you're done, pretty much. So it's a very simple meditation that you can do on a daily basis. You can use crystals. You don't have to use crystals to do it. Good to do in the morning or at night just to cleanse out the day. Yes, so that is...
I like that. That's actually really cool.
Thank you. So I just wanted to share that. But now we've reached the end, so we're going to spin the wheel unless there's something else you wanted to say.
Yeah, let's quickly go over the spirit quartzes again.
Oh, you want to go over that?
It looks like everyone was here for the...
Shoot, I don't remember which order these were.
It looks like everyone was here for the clear quartz. So we'll quickly show the spirit quartz again.
Okay.
That was the first one.
Okay, so the first one, We'll go through these quickly. So Spirit Quartz number 1
was for 112.
Okay.
How much is that one?
85.
Yep, that's
okay.
Yep.
Number 2.
And that one was for $68.
68. 70.
Oh, that was number 2. That's fine.
Oh.
Yeah, we can just say the prices.
Okay.
Sorry.
This one is
56.
56 for this one.
Thank you, Teresa.
Thanks for coming on. Okay, and then
How
we
much is
had
that?
this amazing guy.
How much is that one?
This one
135, right?
135.
108. That's going to be
108.
$108.
Okay. Then I think we went to this one. Okay.
Originally 85, right?
Yep.
So it's going to be 68.
68 for this guy.
This one was 75, right?
Yep.
Ah, look at that. $60.
60 for this guy. And then we have the smaller ones to go through.
Yep. That's originally 15, so you're going to get it for 12.
12.
That was the other 15 one.
Okay, this is the other 15 one. So this will also be 12. This is the one that has the little doorway. And thank you, Ashley. Yes, I agree. Great prices. This one is 9. Actually, all of the rest of these are 9.
Yep.
Okay.
The rest of these are going to be $9.
Okay. We got this guy. So what number
great
is
purple
this
on
actually? Because if they're all 9, then.
That one is number 8.
Okay, number 8.
That is number 10.
10 for this one?
No, that's number 10.
Okay. I'll take a number 2. Okay, Christina wants a number 2.
This is the one you did show.
I believe so. I just want to say, Christina, this is the one that you wanted, correct?
Number 3 for 56. Mr. Number 3 for 56. And then, just to be sure, number 8 is claimed.
Okay. 8 is claimed. Which one is that?
I got it.
Okay. Okay, yes. So this one's Christina's. Okay, and then number 3 is claimed. So Sarah, this beautiful guy is yours. Okay, there you go. That's
And
Sarah's.
let's make sure. So Sarah, this was the one.
Yes.
I believe, right, for Sarah?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, and then you got number 8, right?
Let me see. Sorry. Now we're. This is all the computer work part. Yes. Okay. So Sarah got that one. Then number 8. Because number 8 was a small cluster. So that one was this last small cluster that you had held up.
Yeah.
This one, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Yeah.
Ashley, this is the one that you wanted.
Yes.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Okay. Yeah, we had a busy day today, so we didn't get to actually put the stickers on them. Okay. Thank you, guys.
Perfect. Cool. I believe that's
I think
everything.
we had 2 more left, actually. So
whoops.
again, these are both going to be $9. This guy, and then we had this guy. This is the one with the big ones. Still the little sparkly guys. But okay. So let's
Now we
get
have.
to the wheel.
I will give everyone 1 minute to be able to win this box full of chakra crystals.
So, yes, if you just jumped on and you haven't commented yet and you want to be entered into the drawing to get this, comment right now. We're going to put your name into the
Chakra
wheel. We're going to spin it, and whoever it lands on
Gonna spin the wheel.
will win the crystal.
You might win. You might not. Who knows? You just gotta comment. Just got a comment. Box full of pizza. That actually would be really cool. I wish we had a box full of pizza right now. Starving.
That would be nice.
I am hungry. So. All right.
All right. Ready to spin that wheel?
Counting down. Oh, what are the stones in the set? That is a good question. So we have...
I can name them all.
Sick. Cool.
I can't name them all.
Okay.
I know this one's red jasper.
Also a form. Then yellow jasper.
Yellow jasper.
Green aventurine.
Soda?
Here, let me see it really quick.
Isn't it soda blade?
It's either that or lapis. Sorry, I just like grabbed it out. That's lapis.
Lapis. Mm-hmm. Okay, and then this is amethyst.
Yep.
And then what's the third eye one, Andrew?
Let me see. Let's see this.
Is this blue aventurine? It kind of looks like blue aventurine. Am I right? Am I wrong?
Quartz number 10 for 44. Quartz number 10 for 44.
Okay, we got you, Sarah.
What? Who? Sarah.
Yes. And Sarah, just to confirm, you want the quartz and not the spirit quartz, correct? This is quartz number 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah? Okay, yeah, it is 44. Okay. Got it. Okay. I think it's time to spin this wheel then.
There you go. All right. So, it is time to spin the wheel.
Da 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 da.
And as always, oh, wait a minute. Is it time to spin the wheel? We're good? All right, cool. It's time to spin the wheel. Now.
Let's see who wins it.
When it hits. Who's going to win? I can't see that far.
Kelly.
Woo!
Congrats, Kelly. You win the shot.
Round of applause all around the stream for Kelly.
All right. So we will message you.
We actually keep the stones. You only get the box.
No. You get this whole thing. All right.
Awesome.
Okay, this was a great live stream.
Yeah, this was
Andrew,
awesome.
I very much enjoyed hanging out with you today.
Likewise, as always. And
thank you guys for joining. It's awesome when you chat with us. We love hearing your input on things, and definitely you have until 11 tonight to claim things. So rewatch this if you missed stuff. If you didn't get to jump on, that is fine.
Yeah.
What else did I want to say? Oh yeah. If you guys want to talk about specific topics, let us know. Give us ideas.
David.
Love you, Jason Momoa. Andrew kind of looks like Jason Momoa.
I'm like Mason Jamoa. I'm like the I'm the like the off-brand version.
Thank you, Christina.
Thank you, Christina.
All right, so we look forward to seeing y'all next week.
Yep. Until we reanimate next week, have a good one.
All right, peace. Crystal Convos. Are we gonna sing
crystals again? I'm talking about.
Oh,
the
Christina,
chakras.
I did mention it earlier. Essential Therapies Day Spa.
Looking at the credits.
It's in Bolton.
Andrew Thiston, Mega Knight.
Andrew Thiston.
Talking about the chakras, all 7 of them, but there is more. We don't know all of them, but maybe next week we
3 major
will
ones
talk
that are above the 7th
them.
one.
Gonna sell different crystals next week. Gonna talk about different stuff we don't know yet, but yeah. I'm running out of things to say again. Again, this is all the people that work here. Give a round of applause for all of them.
Big round of applause for Tom.
Yes, Tom.
Yes. And Mr. Funky. Don't forget him.
And you. All of you. Thank you and have a wonderful week.
All right, peace out. We're going to record a song. Andrew and I will write a song at some point.
Yes.
Okay, bye everyone.